This is my first video ever live on YouTube. It's Monday, Magic Midlife Monday, and I did not do an announcement because I just thought of doing this morning. We just got back from Atlanta. John and I went to see the Rolling Stones, you guys, at Mercedes Field. Amazing. Just one of the best trips I've ever been on. We only stayed 2 nights. We stayed at the Nobu Hotel, and I won't go too far into it because I'm gonna do a video like I always do, where I go through what I wore, what we did, what I ate as carnivore, what I bought, and things like that. So, okay, if there is anyone out there, I probably need to announce this on Instagram maybe? Should I do that? I kinda just wanted it to be a small, intimate group. Oh, yay! Marie Faith and Elisa Monest. Okay, you girls are here. So let me know if you can hear me well, if you can see me well. Like I said, I'm just on my laptop, but it's a pretty new one. So I'm feeling like it's okay. The picture is okay. So let me know. Can you hear me? Say yes or no. Yay, yay, okay. Wonderful, wonderful. You guys, thank you for just being here. Honestly, I was thinking this morning, I was listening to when I get ready, a lot of times I'll listen to like personal development. And one of my favorites is Earl Nightingale. And this morning I was listening to, let me go to my history so you can listen to 5 ways to transform your mindset. And, every time I listen to one of these videos, especially for the past 3 years, since I turned 50, since I, started eating carnivore, which if you've been here, that wasn't like my intention. It was just going through menopause, going through what did not feel like midlife magic. I was going through what was keeping me from feeling my best. And I've always loved personal development, and I've always loved, reading and learning about things that I'm interested in. But that once I went through that transformation and I felt like I had been given a new life, like a time for new dreams, a time for midlife magic. That is when I became really into the personal development. And from the first video, every time I watch or listen or take a course or go to a seminar, all I can think about is telling you. And there has to be a reason for that. And the reason is you guys are in my heart. Like I know, people say, "Oh, the big mistake is you think Instagrammers or your YouTubers are your friends." Well, obviously, we don't have the same kind of friendship that we would have like if we were literally you and I talking every day. But I feel like on my channel, we're as close as you can get. And I notice that a lot of times when people say that is when they feel disappointed. And I never want to disappoint you guys. Oh, you guys make me so happy. Great, great. I love being here with you. So I guess my point is you are my friends. In my heart, you're my friends. Matter of fact, when not online, but I guess online and app dating and all those app sites became popular. Of course, they weren't around when I was single. I thought, wow, how can you would hear people talk about, oh, we met after talking online for a year and then we got married. And I'm like, really? How can that be? But I get it. I get it. Through YouTube and through Voxer. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Voxer app where you can have like conversations with friends back and forth. It's kind of just like walkie-talkies is what it's like. You can really get to know someone. You really can. I mean, I don't know if it's, if you're trying a love connection, I do think it's important to have that physical connection too that you would need to get. But and then the more I have kind of gotten into, the perfect marriage, finding your perfect mate, I can see how when you really drill down on a dating app, and if you are very honest with yourself and you're very in tune, because it takes a long time to really become in tune with your true heart's desire for life. And I think if you're honest about all those things, I do think dating apps could be great. Okay, you know that this is my style. I go all off crazy on different things. So, just different thoughts I've been having. So, what I wanted to do today is just kind of learn more about you. I am working on some courses, like some different online courses on all the things that I think I have experience on, things I've done, things I want to do to help you. And it goes from the carnivore diet to starting and maintaining a long, long lasting and very worthwhile, and what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, my YouTube channel, to how to have a YouTube channel that is more than a number. And I've learned as I've been creating these that everything I do will be within my personality. It's going to be my style. I've taken so many online courses in the past few years. I know what style I like to watch. I know what I don't like. I don't like a bunch of workbooks and stuff like that. And everything you'll get from me is going to be from my own experience, and it's going to have feminine essence to it. It really is. The more I learn about myself, I think everything I do, everything I approach in life comes with my feminine essence. Of course, I do have masculine, and that's what helps me figure out how to go live on YouTube. And that's what helps me be able to talk to you guys. But I want to help you with so many things. And you may ask, well, how would you know what I need help with? Well, that's what I'm here for now. And you have to think, I've been talking with you guys, not only here on YouTube, but in my email, in my DMs, in my comments, and in so many in person, in so many ways that I do have a little bit of an idea, what I may be able to help you with. And the reason I do is because I've been through it myself. I've been through menopause. That ship has sailed a few years ago. And I have been there where I felt like, yeah, my life's dream was to be married. Check. Have a good relationship. Check. Have a fabulous motherhood, phase. Not that that ever ends, but check. And then I kind of got to the point where, oh, okay, yeah, I'll give you some motivational speakers I listen to. But I've kind of gotten, I had gotten to the point where, okay, is this it? Because, my kids are kind of growing up and, I have all these things I still want to do. But the problem was I didn't feel like doing them because I was lacking that energy, my health. I felt like there were roadblocks. And so one by one, I have really conquered a lot of roadblocks, mental, a lot of mental roadblocks, and some physical things, that I've had to do to enhance my life and honestly live the life of my dreams. And I will say this about the concert. When you see Mick Jagger and who's the other one? Keith Richards. And then there's the other original. When you see them come out on stage and run up and down and have their same brand, their same style, their same vigor, their same passion, and they are 80 years old, I looked at John, I was like, this is me. This is me. This is so inspiring to me because not once have they ever apologized for who they are. Not once have they changed. And just it was magnificent, I will tell you. Okay, before I forget, I do want to tell you some of the people, the motivational speakers that I like to listen to. And I'm going to give you some of the first ones that really, and I still listen to them to this day. And I'll see on there that I've already watched it and I'll watch it again because especially if I see that I've watched it all the way through, I will definitely watch it again. One of the most this is one that I have been known to make Brooke listen to with me. Like, in her earlier years when she had a little bit of a tude and she was feeling a little ungrateful, and it alarmed me, you know what I mean? I would make her listen to Earl Nightingale and Attitude. I can't remember, the thing is Earl Nightingale, he of course, he's not with us anymore. He started when you had to listen to records and turn them over. And don't worry, I'm gonna read all through these to you guys when I'm gonna post this after it's live. Oh, Stevie Nicks, another. Like, if you ever want to just own who you are, what you love, the makeup you love, your style, go to people like Tina Turner. You know what I mean? Like, go to people like that and look. They would have not been successful had they not owned who they were, stuck with their brand, not cared what people thought, things like that. Okay, Earl Nightingale, definitely one of them. I don't know what it is. I mean, just he really, like, if I ever want to listen to something that helps me grow and helps me understand, what I even did do right, not knowing, it's Earl Nightingale. Another one is Jim Rohn. Now, Jim Rohn is another that there are so many videos out there of both of these guys because people take their old seminars and their old speeches and then they repost them. So sometimes I have to be pretty picky about where I'm getting the information. Matter of fact, Jim Rohn, I know, has a website and very motivating. And Cher, I know, I know. I mean, her running out there, if I could turn back time with that outfit on, I mean, amazing. Dolly Parton, another one. Love it. I mean, and I think all of these women and men too are good for us to think about because, okay, Dolly Parton doesn't apologize for having any plastic surgery. I'm sure Cher doesn't either. So we could look at it that way, that if we do want to get things done, like you guys know, I have had things done. I will get things done when the time comes. I've always shared every single thing with you. But it was kind of like when I saw the Rolling Stones, of course, people said, "Did they look old?" Yeah, but to me, they still looked good because they're who they are. You know what I mean? Like, Mick Jagger was still Mick Jagger. He still looked good. I mean, my God, how can just to think about him running up and down that stage, playing the harmonica, playing the guitar, changing his outfits, and you can believe if I could get one of those shirts. I've already looked up what sneakers they wear. Um, he wears a Nike black sneaker. I think it was an Air Max that they say makes him look taller. I find it hard to believe he cares about looking taller. But anyway, my point is it helps you embrace the fact that you don't have to be perfect to be successful. Own your look. Let it evolve a little bit. Like, I know when I looked up Keith Richards and the other guy, tell me who the other guy is. Who's the other guy that's the main three? Because I looked him up, but I can't. Okay. I know somebody will know. Oh, you guys are a blessing to me. Thank you. Wow. You've made a positive difference on my life, honestly. You guys have schooled me. You have been in education. You have helped me learn. You have helped me be more confident. You have helped me appreciate what I have. You have helped me just in every way of my life. And I mean it. I don't have to say that. I love it. So Mick Jagger. Yeah, it's Mick Jagger. It's now I'm gonna forget. Keith. Tell me who the Keith Jones, is that Charlie Watts? Okay. Anyway, the three, the guy with the headband, the guy, they're just all so cool. So, do you think they cared what anybody thought when they got out there? Do you think they cared what anybody thought about their shoes or their wrinkles? I will say a lot of that goes with being a man. I will say that. Even though Brad Pitt, have you guys seen his new face and new look? I would love to know who he went to because, boy, they did a good job. But then you look at, like, Kevin Costner. I mean, could you be any sexier? Could you be any better looking? You know what I mean? Men men do get away with a lot more than we do. But you know what? Who is it that judges us? It's usually other women. I hate that. I remember seeing a little clip of Sarah Jessica Parker. I think a lot of you sent that to me. She's sitting there talking to Andy Cohen on Bravo, and he's asking her about all the mean comments about her gray hair and everything. And someone, I don't know if it's whoever sent it to me or if it was someone in the comments said, look at him sitting there asking her those things and putting her on the spot. And he's sitting there with gray hair. You know what I mean? But it probably not once dawned on him that he has gray hair, but people find it, very easy to, oh, Samantha Sam Sherman. Oh, girl, you're the best. Brooke said you've been popping off on TikTok. You guys, I know you follow Sam on YouTube, but her Instagram and TikTok, she's very good at the glam look, which I love. Your hair is amazing. And she's very good at finding good new products. Sam, I've been thinking about you as I've fallen back in love with my Valentino foundation. And another girl on here that is true blue, not trying to scam anybody or be anybody that she's not. She moved here where I lived for a little while, and I got to see her one time in Walmart, I think one time in Sephora, and she's the real deal. Brooke and I love watching Sam. So if you don't follow Sam, go follow her. And oh yeah, we are our own worst critic. You know when that kind of turned for me? I was telling John and Brooke this story the other day about your inner voice and being nice to yourself. I'll remember, and you guys remember me talking about this. Oh God, I don't know how to cut off that bell. So sorry. Brooke is at the US Open. I'm gonna tell her I'm doing a video live. I'm in a live video. Text you back soon. Okay. She's getting her daddy some Father's Day gifts there. But where was I? I know. I'm the squirrel. Got you. Love you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Better self-talk. I never really considered myself being a bad self-talker. And I have a voice going inside my head 24/7. You guys would not believe the things I dream about, the things I wake up thinking. Crazy. But I'll never forget, it was when I was going through my just midlife menopause crisis. I'll call it a crisis. I don't know if it in my world it was. And we had a full-length mirror right there in our bathroom before you got in the shower. It was just a coincidence because that's where it fit, and I wanted one in the bathroom to see my outfit, and I think I used it when I was at John's Sink. Anyway, I looked at myself from the side getting in the shower, and I thought, "Oh my God, you look like a Teletubby." From the front, I could play it off. You know what I mean? But because there was so much swelling and a lot of it was in my tummy, and I just got so thick. I'd never been that thick before. And when I looked, I said that to myself. And then I got in the shower and I remember shaving my legs and they almost felt numb. That it reminded me of when I was pregnant because I think I've said I wasn't the Instagram pregnant girl. I packed on like 60 pounds with Brooke and I think like 50 pounds with Will. And I had so much fluid everywhere. I could feel it shaking in my ankles when I would drive. I mean, it was just, I was swollen all over. And I did not eat well. I ate whatever I wanted. The only thing is I couldn't really eat whatever I wanted because I had morning sickness and heartburn and all of those things. But when I was shaving my legs, it felt like that, where you really can't feel the razor like on your legs. And I thought, okay, I'm going to quit being mean to myself. And I'm going to, and I'd already started this process by going to different doctors, but I'm getting to the bottom of this. And that is when I really just like, you know, got a colonoscopy, went to the gastroenterologist, went and had scans at the OBGYN. And I would get John to go with me too, because I felt like sometimes I wasn't being taken seriously when I told them this is not normal for me. I don't normally feel like this. I'm not normally falling. And I will say, I do think a lot of that was menopause. I have a video on my crazy menopause symptoms. I mean, I felt like I was a freaking another person. I didn't even know who I was anymore. And the doctors that I went to, I will say they were all men. And I know it's not their fault. They haven't been through menopause. And I don't think they've been trained a lot. But they would keep telling me it had nothing to do with menopause. And I think that was a little bit of a negative thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, now this is John. Okay, John says he's watching on his phone and he can't comment. Hey, babe, I've got a lot of people commenting. So I don't know what it is, but everything's going good. Love you too, Sam. And so that's one thing I want to talk about, like in my carnivore courses. I want to go through like, I might even see that's the thing is I want to help you guys live the life of your dreams, not the life someone thinks you should live, not something I want you to, even if you're embarrassed to say it, that you acknowledge it to yourself. And I want to help you with that because there's been a lot of things that I've had to acknowledge that I wanted that a lot of women would say was superficial or whatever. But I'm telling you, little things are important. So I want to get to know you even better on YouTube and learn things I can help you with because there is a reason I am here. I have asked God for probably 15 years now, why am I here? Am I doing the right thing? You guys know when I was in college, I did not finish, but I wanted to be a teacher. There's a reason. All these things are wrapped up together. God gives us a gift, and it's up to us to create a skill out of that gift. And I feel like, okay, if you hear the rain, the roof right there underneath these windows is tin, so it can be kind of noisy. I don't know how noisy it's going to be. But, oh yeah, John, subscriber only mode is on for commenting. Yes, it is. Here's the thing, you guys. I want you guys, if you don't like me, I want you to be able to say anything you want to say. But in life, we have to create boundaries, energetic boundaries, meaning you can't just let people keep on being mean to you over and over. And so I try not to delete comments because I want you to say whatever you want to say. It's your right. And I love you being here and watching you. And I love you anyway, even if you don't love me. But I don't want, it would be like if I had a big dinner party and this one person keeps yelling out mean stuff while the other people are trying to talk, it would just be kind of weird, you know? So that's the only reason I would delete a bad comment. And I feel like if you leave me a comment and I read it and I delete it, the transaction's been there. If I delete it, then you know I read it. So, and I don't want people leaving comments just to be mean for other people because I want an atmosphere of acceptance. We don't have to all love each other or agree, but we need to be civil. We need to be nice women. We aren't mean women here. You know what I mean? We can disagree in a nice way. So that's why I did it to subscribers only, because I feel like if you're a subscriber and you've been here, then we must align and we must think a lot of the same. So, let's see here. It was great seeing you live. Got to run now. Thank you so much, Elisa. Thank you for being here. And I'll post all of this. What happened is it's Monday. I didn't have a video. I could have sat here and done one, but I wouldn't have had time to get it edited. I have two editors Took me a long time to get there because even getting a video edited, you guys, is one of those things I had to break through because I had to, one, let someone else see my weaknesses, maybe, or just everything. You know what I mean? And then I had to understand that it is good to pay people to do things, to delegate, because I've always had this thing about not wanting to be lazy. I mean, it's almost a hang up. It's actually too much of a masculine barrier for me because we'll talk about things in the future because I've changed a lot of how I think, even to a couple of years ago, even to a year ago. I've been kinder to myself, and I want to share that with you girls too. But having editors has allowed me to spend more time with my family, which is more important to me, and think about what a blessing that is to the others who have had that in there. That is God's gift to them. Then they create this skill out of their passion, and you want to support those people too, just like you want to support. We have a itty bitty, teeny tiny yard, you guys. That was one of the reasons we moved here. No trees. We've already had the big yard that is just a beast after a hurricane, and we wanted a small yard. We did, and we still have the same people cut our grass because I'm not gonna. For one thing, I'm attached to them. I love paying them. We pay them extra. They're a blessing. They're a family. It's their business, and I want to support them. So that is a hang up I've gotten over, is not feeling weird about having someone help me clean my house, because that's the people that do it. That's her business. I enjoy paying her. I enjoy giving them a tip. I enjoy giving them extra stuff. And I just think that's a beautiful thing. So that's kind of like where I am with stuff like that. Okay, with that being said, I could not get this to a video to an editor and back before tonight. And I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to be here every Monday for Midlife Magic. I think that I'm just drawn. I'm just drawn here to help you. So, and I told John, he went to the gym and he said, well, hopefully I'll be back. I can help you. And he had already walked through how to go live on YouTube. So I felt pretty confident about it. When I go live on Patreon, it's a little bit different. We have to use another few steps. And so I'm going to get him to help me with that. So if you're here and you're on my Patreon, I'm going to do another live later. And the reason I created my Patreon is not because of the money. I could make more money. We won't even get into that. It's not because of the money. It's because when you really want to help people, you want the people there that want to be helped. You know what I mean? It took me a long time to understand receiving. And it even took me a long time to understand, like when I watch personal development videos and I'm working on these things and that things, you'll think, why aren't my friends so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so doing this? We all go through these phases. Some never, some remain the same person for 85 years. They never try to improve. They never evolve. They never seek to fulfill every potential that they have. And I understand, we're different. We're different. I get it. And then there are those of us that can't get enough. And so that's why I did my Patreon, because I wanted those that wanted to hear my geeky stuff like that. And we'll talk about geeky stuff like this here on Mondays, but there are some that just don't care. They just want to see what lipstick I like. They just want to see what clothes. They just want to see, maybe they're just killing time. You know what I mean? So that was the purpose for that. And then the online courses and maybe some one-on-one calls or something, that's coming up in the future, because I'm at a point in my life where it isn't about the money. It really isn't. I'm mature now. You know what I mean? I'm 53. My husband's 63. We've already been through that whole hustle mentality. Him more than I have because he's very business focused. But now it's about fulfillment all the way around. And I know that when I take courses, some of them I haven't even finished. Some I continued on for almost 3 years. Some, seminars I've been to and I've thought, well, I didn't learn much from this, but I grew as a person traveling alone. I grew as a person meeting all these new people. I grew as a person, all these different ways. So it's just like, Brooke being at the golf course today. I think it's the US Open. I'm not sure. She just sent me some pictures of Tiger and his son, and she's with her boyfriend and his family. And I told her, I'm glad you're there because just being there is an experience. Being with his family is a growing experience. Being there with him is a growing experience for the two of them as a couple. Like John and I, we just had the best time together in Atlanta. It's another thing I want to talk about is marriages. Even the best marriage goes through cycles. It goes up and down. It can go, we love each other. We're living here. We're never getting divorced, but we're not really connecting that much. It can go to, you know what I mean? I want to go through that. But, I'm glad she's there. So I have found that no matter what you do as far as personal growth, even watching videos, and when I watch a video, you guys, that's why I go through notebook after notebook after notebook. I take notes like I'm in a class. I will write it down. I will go back, read through it. I save my notebooks. Matter of fact, one Monday we'll get some of my old notebooks out. I really started this feeling this way very, very strongly when I was in the rental house. And if you've been here, you probably know when I got really into that, and it was like reinvent your life. I'm about more than Friday Halls and wing liner, things like that. I really felt this calling back then, but I choked and I didn't have the confidence to follow through. But I feel even better now because I have more experiences to share with you. Okay, Rita, I'm a 59-year-old Christian woman living in Paraguay, and I enjoy your videos because you share great products and inspire me. I am unable to join your Patreon at this time, but hope to at some point. Thank you very much. I do not want anybody to join if you don't want to. Like, that's not, it's just extra. It's not extra. There will be some beauty and hair and just conversation, just girly chit chat on there too. But I really want I want that to be a place where I can go maybe a little bit deeper. And I think it's only natural that if someone is willing to pay to be there, that they are a little bit more on my same page and maybe ready to get a little bit deeper. And I mean, this might be wrong or right, but this is just how I feel. I feel less scared to talk about deeper things, but maybe doing this will help me. That's what I think. I think doing this will help me too. Let's see. I stumbled upon this live. Oh, thank you so much, Jill. Okay. So I'm always happy to see you in your video. Just soothing voice. Thank you so much. You know what? When I first started this, I was so scared that my Southern accent was going to not hold me back, but I was afraid that maybe you wouldn't like it. And it's turned out to be part of my branding. Another class, another course I'm going to do on YouTube. And it'll kind of go with creating a YouTube channel. Oh my gosh. Okay. You can tell I'm like going from thing to thing. But I want to do branding, how to do authentic branding that will serve you the test of time, no matter what you're doing with it. I want to do starting a long, enduring, authentic YouTube channel. And then I also want to get into opportunities for us over 40 and 50, because I think, like I told you, I got to that place where, okay, this was my dream. this was my dream. And, I'm like sitting around and I'm thinking, do I have any more dreams? I do. I do. Am I allowed to have those dreams? I am. Can I get them? And I think I can. And I have, you guys, I have gotten them. So I want to teach you that. And honestly, think about it. I think here on YouTube and in social media, you know, even when I was 38 and I started YouTube, I was considered a woman, older. I got all those words. She's a mature YouTuber, all this stuff. And I was like, wait a minute. I still feel like a girl. But I mean, I get it. And so, of course, now I'm considered over the hill. Ask somebody who's 30, you know what I mean? Or 25. But wow, does a 25-year-old have the experience we have? Does a 22-year-old, can she tell you the things we can? You know what I mean? Like, we've got so much life behind us that there is so much opportunity here on YouTube, on Pinterest, on Instagram. I'm not a TikToker only because I'm already stretched as thin as I want to be stretched here. And I dabbled with the team thing, and it didn't go with who I am. I don't want to manage people. I really don't. So that's why I haven't gone the team route. My team is 2 editors, Brooke, John, and Will. And make some coaches and classes and friends that help me. So, I have people that watch my videos and they say, I wish I could afford this. Or, with the economy right now, I sense the money thing, and it's hard to talk about. It's very hard to talk about because I have really realized I was raised in a different type of atmosphere than most people when it comes to money. And I realize I have a very unique way of thinking about money that not everyone can relate to. And so I realized in the past, maybe some of the things I've said or some of the ways I talk about it could be taken the wrong way. I'm a Virgo and I'm pretty blunt. But you guys have helped me see other things, which I love. I love exploring. I remember literally, and this is another person I watched, Julia Christine. Is that her name? Let me see if I can look her up. She helped me understand why people are mean. Is that? No. Yeah. Okay. Julia Christina Counseling. She has some good videos. Like right now I see the simple way to feel more comfortable with ... 9 signs that you should say nothing and let it go. Even she helped me a lot with oh gosh, turned her on. How long have I been going here? 37 minutes. Okay. But she helped me understand because, when people would leave me a really mean, scathing comment, I was like, where is that coming from? Like, what? This is what I would always think. What did I do to provoke those feelings in someone? And how can I not do it again? Like, I always wanted to know, where is that coming from? Because I just have never, ever left someone a mean comment, ever. I've never thought about it, you guys. I watch videos all day long. I have the YouTube Premium, which is one of the best investments you will ever have, because I will wake up in the middle of the night and put a video on to listen to and go to sleep to it. I haven't listened to the radio in my car definitely since I've had this car. I don't even know how to turn on a radio. I do listen to some music sometimes, maybe once a week. But all I do is listen to self-help videos and take classes, because I like to take online classes and then I'll just click through the email and play it in my car. What am I getting to here? Where did I go wrong here? I go too far off and then I can't get back. I'll think of it in a minute. But anyway, even understanding how other people feel has been very important to me. I always want to be the friend that helps you be your best self. I'm not going to be the friend. I don't want to commiserate. I don't want to complain. I don't want to explain. I find myself doing that too much. I want to lift you up. I want to show you what's possible. If you are a great cook, matter of fact, when I was at that YouTube conference, one of the speakers was a woman who started a YouTube channel at 60, teaching younger women how to cook basic food. She now has millions of subscribers. I don't know her name. Maybe I can find it in my notes. Her husband helped her set up the camera. She posts one video a week, and she's making all this money for herself and her husband. And she's teaching something that she loves to girls that want to learn it. I mean, how fabulous. You know what I mean? Like, there are online classes to learn how to play the guitar, how to play the piano. There are people here on YouTube teaching yoga classes or whatever. So I guess one of my big messages that I want to do, I want to dive into it absolutely deeper, is it's not over. It's not over at 50. Let's look at Tina Turner or Cher or, the Rolling Stones. I always want to say Aerosmith because I like Aerosmith. That's probably one of my favorite old school bands. And let's not give up. You know what I mean? And I've had just ups and downs with personal growth. And I think that's very normal. Even realizing how much feminine energy I approach every single thing in my life. When I was with a YouTube coach and she was trying to tell me I needed to number everything, I needed to do this, do that, do this. And I'm like, no, I want to go with the flow. Oh, I need to plan out my videos for a month. I need to do this. I need to do that. That's all very masculine things. And I find joy through my feminine essence. That's why you'll notice when I show you a lipstick, I'm going to tell you why I bought that lipstick. I'm going to tell you how it made me feel. I'm going to tell you it reminds me of a flower. You know what I mean? And that's really not the best way to be here on YouTube as far as like gaining subscribers and making the most money. But I do think it's part of my longevity. I really do. Okay, so let's do one more question. Okay. Wanted to say hi. Sharon Bryant. Hi, Lisa. Just wanted to say hi from one North Carolina 50-plus woman to another. I lost my husband of 30 years, June 9th, 2017. I would say treat your partner with respect, kindness, and love. That is the truth. Always remember, would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? Would you rather fight for an hour or 2 days or whatever, or would you rather just suck it up? And I always think, I will apologize for something I think he, may have done wrong. I'll just say, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care. I just say, I'm sorry. I love you. I don't want to argue with you. And you will notice 9 times out of 10, they will come back at you with, no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have so-and-so, so-and-so. You guys, I've been in okay, that's another thing I've learned. I used to not want to talk about things, even though I do. I would feel bad about talking about my first marriage because, one, I don't want to disrespect him. 2, I was thinking, gosh, Lisa, I was with him from 19 to 25. That was a long time ago. You didn't have kids. You can't count that. Yes, I can. I can. A lot of who I am was formed in those years. Trust me. I would never be with John had I not gone through that. I would not be the person that I am. And so I'm not going to be embarrassed to talk about that. And you guys know I don't have any hard feelings towards him at all. If anything, I feel sorry for him that he had to endure me those years because I was trying to push my life agenda on someone who did not have the same life dreams. But I loved him. I saw the good in him, and I was going to make him be that person. So every time we would fight, I had all this resentment already built up in me. And so we would have 2-3 day fights, believe me. There's so much. Life is too short. Life is too short. And being grateful every day, that's something I do, on my planner. I don't I'll hide some of mine, but just being grateful every day. I don't know. I mean, I put silly stuff. I think you might have seen hair because I am grateful my hair's growing back. I write what I'm grateful for every day. I told you I write teeth. I'm grateful that my teeth are healthy. I don't have to go through more implants. I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful for the Holy Spirit, John, marriage, his health, children, health, happiness, my kitties, my home, my attitude. Oh, I wrote kitties twice. Good sleep, opportunities, carnivore, health, teeth, hair. I'm going to tell it all. Fantasy life, um, inner work. I'm thankful for my inner work. I'm thankful for deep thinking and caring about others. I want to help women. I want to work on making bigger moves and not being afraid. And that's here we are doing it. I wanted to go live today. And then today I weighed 123.6. When we were out of town, we did some good eating. So I'm up like 1 pound, but that will level out. I'll tell you about our eating when I do that Rolling Stones. We went to a restaurant that was, let's just say, I thought Ruth's Chris was my favorite restaurant, but it's not. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with one more question. And it's been 46 minutes. Yes, this is my first live. I think I've gone live one time on Instagram. It was hard to read. That's the only thing that scares me. You guys, I am who I am. It is what it is. So I'm not like nervous or embarrassed of anything like that. It's just doing it. You know what I mean? Like knowing where to look and being able to be who I need to be for you guys. Let's see. My first love. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I am generally a positive person. I think that I've always been that way. I mean, I've just always I've never ever thought about not progressing in life. And I think that's why when I went through menopause, that just scared the hell out of me. You know what I mean? Okay. Hello from New York City. Oh my goodness. I'm craving a trip to New York. That was one of our options for the Rolling Stones. And see, that's another, we were choosing from direct flights. Delta flies out of Wilmington and goes to Atlanta. And I'm not sure, is it US Air that I can do a straight flight to LaGuardia, I think. But we chose Atlanta because I already knew John wanted to take me shopping. And he's never really, it seems like every time he's with me when we're shopping, it's, he's with Will going to GameStop or he's with Will and Brooke going to her stores, he wanted to be with me. So that's what we did. And I already knew I loved that Nobu Hotel and that mall right there. And then we, went to that Mercedes Stadium, which was, oh my gosh, amazing. Hello from the UK, Jacques 3737. I've been a subscriber for 11 years. Okay. What does that say about us? You know what I mean? Like that is epic. That is something. That is something I'm proud of. That is something I am grateful for so much. Because, when I talk about all the people I like to watch on YouTube, I go through phases. Like, remember, like I'll be to the point where I will not miss a Tamara Kalinick video. I love her fiance, Felipe, or whatever his name is. I think that's what it is. I think I love his style. I think he's so handsome. I love the way he treats her. I can't afford, her life or any, she has all these opportunities and stuff. It's a dream. She's inspiring. She creates desire for sure. And who? Oh gosh, Lisa. Yes, definitely meet in NYC. And so, but I'll even go through phases where I'm not watching her anymore. So, which I'll always be subscribed. And I'm sure that you go through that with me. I'm sure that, when I'm doing $2,500 unboxings, maybe that's not your thing. And it's just kind of turns you off a little bit. I get it. I get it. I'm so thankful that you guys just will skip the videos that you don't like and you'll come back to the videos that you do like. I think that's friendship. You know what I mean? I mean, I always go back to like Sex and the City and how different they were. Yet there's an underlying understanding and acceptance that sustains a relationship and a friendship. And that's what I think we have. And that's why I probably haven't always been the best at letting you know what my intentions are always. Because sometimes when I do say something that I'm thinking, maybe I shouldn't have said that, and people take it wrong, and I'm like, but they know my intentions. Maybe you don't. You know what I mean? Like maybe I haven't expressed that enough. But my intentions are to only bring good vibes, friendship, silly girl talk. You know what I mean? Silly girl talk that sometimes we need. Inspiration. I want to inspire you to see me lose so much hair and grow it back. I want you to see me lose 30 pounds and keep it off. And now I want to tell you how I do all these things. I want to go into it in depth. And it's just going to be easier for me to do that with more one-on-one, because I think when I do courses, I'm going to offer some one-on-ones with it too. That's been my favorite course that I stuck with the longest. It's when I did an online course and then X number of like one-on-one Zoom calls went with it too, because that way I could just bounce things off of her like once a week for a few weeks. So I don't know. I'm thinking about all that stuff now, and I'm trying not to get caught up in it. And see, it's not stuff I like to do because it's a masculine thing to put things in order, to number things, and just to set the whole program is a very masculine thing that I have gotten help with, luckily. And is John home? I think he is. And okay, let me like the questions I get over and over. I want to address really quick. Why don't I do videos with John? He doesn't want to be on video. It's just not it's not who he is. He doesn't mind it. Like if you're on my Patreon, you saw him on there helping me with my first live there. That's just not his thing. It's not easy to see yourself. Like right now I can see, was it right there? Yeah, I might have gone a little heavy with my bronzer. This is a new foundation, a new eye palette, a new lipstick that I will share with you soon. And, you see everything on this, and it's really could be borderline unhealthy to have to look at yourself this much. So I don't push people. Like when Brooke did it and then she didn't like it, I understood. It's not for everyone. And then why don't I have my mom on my YouTube channel? Why don't I do makeup with my mom? Why don't I do stuff? My parents they're not YouTube. I mean, they do watch YouTube. They love YouTube. They watch it on TV. They watch it like TV. They watch my videos. They'll be watching this. But my mom is a sweet little, she's just like a kitten. She's got strength in her, but if I got one mean comment about her, it would be very, very hurtful. And I didn't grow up with us taking a lot of pictures. We're just not, my daddy's more of the showboat. Like he would probably get on here, but and maybe we'll do that one day, Daddy, if you want to. But he's who I get that from. My brother and my mom are much more low key. They're just chill. You know what I mean? And I respect that. There's certain things in life you need to keep sacred. Oh, we need to talk about that. We need to talk about that because I see people on YouTube and on social media just telling it all. And I just don't think you should tell all your business all the time. And I think that some things in life need to be kept sacred. I think that even between husband and wife. So we can go into that too. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up. We've been going 54 minutes. I was thinking I might do like an hour. As I always say, I could sit here and talk to you all day. I really could. I think that's the beauty of authenticity and being comfortable with your yourself and your dark roots and everything else. I wanted to curl my hair today, but it's raining, so I didn't want to damage it for no reason. Um, I can talk to you all day, every day because I want to, and it comes from my heart. And I realize I'm not going to please everybody and all that stuff. So we'll do many more of these. And what I'll start doing is letting you know ahead of time. Today I just busted up here because I literally started this thing thinking about this morning. And so get your questions ready. And for those of you that might want to, maybe have a one-on-one friendship, we're going to get into that too. I don't have anything to offer you right now, but my Patreon. But I'm just kind of exploring that, but it will happen. It is happening right now as we speak. Luckily, what a perfect storm. I'm doing this and my husband is an IT guy. The only thing is he's not into Mac. So that's the only thing. He has like my old Mac downstairs that he has to log on to when he deals with my stuff. But we were always Dell people because he's like a lot of IT guys, like Will's like this too. Like Will has some crazy phone that was very expensive. I don't know how much it was, more than an iPhone, but they like to alter their little stuff. You know what I mean? Like build stuff and things like that. So, okay. Jabberjaw. Okay. Angela Crowder. Angela. Hey girl. Thank you for being here for every video, every post, 4 years. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys, that's one thing I have trouble with too is there's not enough of me to like express my gratitude. You know what I mean? Like there's not enough to express my gratitude because I receive you guys, your love and your friendship and you being here. I love it. I soak it in. You power me and I just love you for it. So thank you, Angela, for always being here. Annette Decker, you've been here a long time. Oh gosh, see you next video. So many, I recognize you guys so much. Let's see. I could sit and listen to you talk all day. Well, I could talk all day. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I promise. Look, right now, I don't even know. I'm going to press end stream and I will talk to you guys very soon. And I will figure out how to post this video and post it by tonight. Bye-bye. Love you all.